Welcome everyone to the Big Business Theory.
I call her like the pioneer of the family, the first and only different, the first to break the barriers, to deal with absolutely abhorrent abuse in the UK when she got here.
I was terrified he was going to peck my face.
For me, it's important that disabled young people see themselves reflected back so they can live to their full potential.
So tennis then took you everywhere, really, yeah?
I know. A sport I don't even like. How about that?
Do you think you'll go full circle and regain your English accent at any point?
Well, I think everyone here in Australia thinks I sound incredibly English. It's definitely cosmopolitan.
There are so many people today that were not necessarily people I would have bumped into, and they're just connected to Scott in some way.
I've got things that I wish to achieve for myself, but I don't put a time limit on there because I'm in full trust that it will happen in divine timing as and when is right for me.
So the biggest misconception that people have is that
no way.
It's done it. That's on purpose, isn't it?
No way.
I think another sliding door one was at 24 when I became a wheelchair user, and I realised how difficult life was when people treated you so badly.
That's probably the best impression that I can do of anything. So
let's have it again. I don't think you can tease people like that with a really great, let's hear it.
I believe that leadership of disabled people intersectionally, specifically of Black people, Black disabled people, should be leading our movement, period. Period.
She's always snoring in the background. So any videos I do, she's she's like, you look very sleepy, Johnny. Like, why did you wake me up?
Like, it's a little white plastic figurine of a moomin, which are these adorable little creatures from I think they're Finnish kids storybook. And there's just no reason that I can't also describe that out loud.
If you were a wrestler.
Yeah.
So definitely. It's again one of those situations where you've got people you've got Alistair standing outside the pub.
Yeah. Definitely.
He's never getting a drink.
You might as well just burn your money. You might as well just burn your money unless you're actually doing the strategy.
I mean, some of them will use, the UK cover. Quite a few with the holiday did that, but quite a few of them will, put their own sort of spin on it.
If you were suddenly made minister for disabled people, what would be the first thing you would change to help the disabled community?
If we actually start to give people labels or if not labels, but if we start to give people sort of definitions where it tells us what their weaknesses are and what their strengths are, then actually we can get the best out of people.
So I am not coming into the place and saying there is no inclusion in this space. You don't know how to collaborate. You don't communicate to another.
It's not just letting people know, but it's also empowering people to take control of their own lives and their own well-being.
Narrative of films and TV always used to show us in such terrible light and terrible situations.
So I know what my true life is, and I'm trying to compare it to the person on social media who has probably taken 25 selfies to get that perfect image.
There's a really nice saying going, rather than trying to fish people out of the river, let's go upstream to try and stop them falling in the first place.
And Isaac's got an infectious laugh, so if you hear Isaac laugh, you laugh as well.
I don't know how Scott's managed it. He is an absolute superstar. And I really hope this is the first of more. I'd love to see them a couple of times a year, because I think there's a really amazing opportunity to get so many different people together.
You heard it here. There's no lies told here.